Welcome back, comic book fans. This is TB Comics coming at you in February, and it's quite grim today down here in the southeast of the UK compared to yesterday, where it was fresh but the sun was shining. So quite miserable. Definitely a duvet day for those that want to stay cosy indoors. Anyway, this is part 3 of my CGC comic breakdown. We are currently in the 9.8s and we are carrying on with Something is Killing the Children. Again, I'm surprised if there is any more kiddies left to kill. We are on issue number 25. This is a Boom Studios, not exclusive, but a Boom Studios release, coming from David Mack on the cover. Same creative team as always, Tynion, Deledra, etc, etc. This is apparently a reprint of Someone is Killing the Children 25. It is a virgin cover, nice foily. Not sure if you can see everything on there because with foils they reflect the light, but you can probably guess what it's like. Typical David Mack artwork, nice sort of ink splodges and stuff like that. We've got our I would say she's probably an antagonist. I think I called her Denise last time. So Denise is there. She has got I think it's Cutter. And we've got Erica Slaughter gazing out in the distance. So, and looks like I've got Erica Slaughter down there as well. A little tiny Erica Slaughter. Can't really see it on the video though. Very nice cover there. So thank you, David Mack. And thank you very much, Something is Killing the Children creative team. Moving on. It's going to be a little bit of a pattern here, as you will notice. Something's Killing the Children, issue 31. We've got a Boom Studios exclusive, I believe. It's a foil edition coming from Janae Frizen. I love your artwork, Janae. Same creative team, Tynion, Deledra. Yeah, that's about it. It is a Boom Studios exclusive, so very, very nice. Do love Frizen's artwork. Erica Slaughter on the front cover with very sharp claws, covered in blood, so maybe she's had to throttle a demon. Who knows, eh? Who knows indeed. Moving on. This is 35 of Something is Killing the Children. Same creative team, but this cover there is coming from Declan Chauvet. It is a Virgin Inks cover or sketch cover. Possibly a, I think 1 in 75, maybe a 1 in 100, but I've got a funny feeling it's a 75. Nice cover there. Do like that one. Simplistic, but effective. Moving on, issue 35 again, but this time with a very nice wraparound cover from Baldemar Rivas. Looks like we've got Cutter, or aka Denise, on the front cover with our whips. And obviously on the front side, we have Erica Slaughter with her chainsaw and her knives and a weird little octopus mascot thing. It's possibly got a name, I haven't got a clue. Moving on. Issue 36 coming at a 9.8. All of these are 9.8s, as I mentioned earlier. Sorry, you got my pretty little mug in the shot there. Very nice red foil stamp cover. This is Wervedale Edra foil edition. Don't know if it's a Boom Studios exclusive. No, it's not, because it's a ratio. I believe that is a 1 in 75 anyway. But yeah, very, very nice. Apologies for the light. But you can sort of get the idea of what's going on. We've got Erica Slaughter flying into battle with loads of tentacles trying to grab her. Moving on. Again, Something's Killing the Children, or Sick as people like to call it. Issue 38. Same creative team, but this time we have a Janae Frizen cover again. And this is a Boom Studios Reserve exclusive. I didn't have to reserve it, but I can't remember where I actually got it from, actually. Possibly Forbidden Planet, maybe. It's a very nice spot foil cover. Erica Slaughter there with her chainsaw doing some hacking. No, doesn't give any more detail on that. So, but yeah, very smashing cover. Very glad I got that in at a 9.8. Yeah, looking very serious there, Erica. This is sort of a matching cover for that one. And it is Something's Killing the Children, issue number 40. You can tell I like Something's Killing the Children. This one again is a Wervedale Edra spot foil, or sort of a foil, red foil stamp, very dusty, red foil stamp Virgin variant, very effective with the black and the foil red. This time we've got Erica Slaughter holding a gun to her own head. Imagine that. I don't know how she does that. I'll do that one last for this one. Moving on to issue 0, coming in at 9.8, a very nice, I believe that's the 1 in 100, and I showed you a black and white variant which was the 1 in 150, or it's possibly the other way around, I can't remember. I didn't write any notes for this, but it's a nice Virgin variant from Jai Lee, this time in colour. Love Jai Lee's artwork, as I've said before. Yeah, smashing cover, and happy I got that graded. I'm going to move these to one side. And I'll do that last one there, which is one of my favourite covers from this series. Excuse the quick panning of the camera there. I do all this on my mobile phone, so it's you know, I can't waste time and spend loads of money on silly gadgets just to show videos of comics. Again, Something's Killing Children, issue 0, but this time I got the 1 in 200 variant, and that is coming from Sean Golden Murphy. Very nice cover there. Don't think it's a wraparound. No, it's not. But yeah, smashing artwork there. Loved Gordon's work on Batman the White Knight series. If you haven't read any of those and you're a Batman fan, I urge you to do so. They are absolutely fantastic reads. Much better than that awful read that I just finished, which was Batman and Catwoman, the Gotham War. Oh, God, no way. That was an awful comic. I picked it up as a graphic novel, and I thought, oh, you know, I like Batman and Catwoman. I love their interaction. And what a mess that was. The artwork was just all over the place. The story just didn't make sense in places, or it's just so mixed. Yeah, don't pick up Batman and Catwoman, the Gotham War, unless you're a big fan of the artists. It wasn't a good read. Every comic is good in its own right, but nah, not for me. Not for me indeed. Anyway, let's put that aside, and enough waffling about my comics that I didn't like. Moving on. Got a very nice cover there for Dark Crisis, also known as Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is issue number 1. It's coming from Josh Williamson on the story, Daniel Sampier on the art, and Greg Capullo on that very, very nice Virgin cover there. We've got, I believe it's Superboy being swallowed up by the infinite darkness. It's the only thing with black foil covers. They, you know, they don't reflect very well. But it's a very nice, I want to say 1 in 100. Yeah, it's a nice 1 in 100 variant. Not that that matters, but, you know, ratios always sort of go for a little bit more money when you want to sell them. Not that I want to sell these. Sticking with Dark Crisis, we have got issue number 3 out on DC Comics, obviously. Same creative team, but this time it's got Danny Mickey on the interior art, I believe. And that is another Daniel Sampier cover, another foil edition. Looks like we've got Justice League all cloaked in the Green Lantern's green lovely light, and they're ready to face off Pariah in the darkness. So people didn't like it. I thought it was an alright story. It wasn't as good as, you know, some of the other Crisis runs, but, you know, it was alright. It was worth a read. Moving on, same run, but part 6. I think I showed you part 5, but it came in at a 9.6. I think that was the one with Nightwing on the front cover. that is, again, Daniel Sampier, same creative team. It's another foil edition. This time it is a homage cover to Crisis on Infinite Earths, issue 12. Justice League and all their crew bursting into action, fighting against Pariah, who is absolutely massive. I don't know how these villains get so big. I suppose it makes them look more ominous, doesn't it? Oh, my apologies. But I think you can get sort of the idea. It's the trouble with these foils, they do reflect all the light, so you don't always get the whole image. But yeah, really nice cover. Moving on to Lazarus Planet. Got some nice covers for these. Lazarus Planet Alpha out on DC Comics. This come from Mark Waid, Jean, is it Lun Yang on the stories, Riccardo Federici and Billy Tan on the art, and a nice David Marquez cover. Looks like we've got sort of a new Justice League there. I don't think they are classed as that, but you know, I'm just calling them that. We've got Damian Wayne, a version of Cyborg, Poison Ivy, Batman, but I don't think Bruce Wayne Batman, Power Girl, and Monkey Prince. Can't go wrong with a bit of Monkey Prince, can you? Yeah, really nice foil cover. I believe that's on 1 in... Yeah, that's a 1 in 100. Lovely artwork, so yeah, happy I got that. One of my favourite covers for that series, Lazarus Planet Omega, issue number 1. Most of these are like one-shots with, you know, quite a few variants behind them. Again, we've got Mark Waid, Jean Lun Yang on the story, Riccardo Federici, Mike Perkins, Billy Tan on the art, and a David Marquez, Marquez foil edition, another Virgin cover. This time we've got a whole gallery. It's really nice cover, that one is. I do like that one. I'll just apologise that the lighting doesn't do it justice. Yeah, another 100, 1 in 100 variant. Again, not that that matters. I'm very happy it came in at 9.8. I'm going to pan out a bit because these slabs are, you know, they're quite thick. You don't really think of it, but they are quite thick. Another Lazarus Planet Omega, issue number 1, but this time it is a Helene Lenoble cover. I think it's only like a 1 in 50 or 1 in 75 variant, but I just love that Power Girl cover there. Very underrated character, I think, Power Girl. You know, her and Supergirl have their little rivalry. Love the glowing eyes. It's just like she's just landed and she's bursting into action. But yeah, good read. I enjoyed Lazarus Planet. Actually, let's move those out of the way so I don't have to keep faffing about with the camera. My apologies. Thank you for bearing with me. Moving on. Got a nice 9.8 there. Zooming in, sorry. Hope it isn't making you too dizzy. Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo out on the DC Black Label. This was book 1, sorry. It's come from Mark Silvestri and Arif Paranto. And that is a very nice Kelly Jones original art comics edition A. I believe there's a Virgin variant and a black and white variant of this. It's just got loads of blurb on the back. But yeah, really happy that I picked that one up. Nice cover there. I don't know if it was like when Kelly Jones was sort of starting out, possibly. I don't know, I'm just sort of clutching and making stuff up maybe, but yeah, do love that sort of that retro artwork, and very, very good story if you haven't read it. Some really nice covers for that. Again, with Batman and the Joker Deadly Duo, got a nice 1 in 100 variant for issue number 2, but this time it's come from Christopher Mitten, so thank you very much, Christopher Mitten. Same creative team, Mark Silvestri and the story and the art. Not sure what happened to Arif Paranto. I don't know if he's still involved or who knows. Again, part of the Black Label series, but we've got Joker all tied up, trying to give Batman a nice little rose, but he's just sort of curling around him. It's amazing how his body stretches like that. But yeah, really like that artwork. So 1 in 100 variant. You can tell I'm a bit of a 1 in 100 greedy monster. I do like my variants. But yeah, smashing cover there. And I think that is, yeah, that's the last one for my Batman Deadly Joker. I've got some other variants, but these are the only ones that I've got graded. This is issue 7. Same creative team, but this time we've got Ashley Wood cover. You can tell Ashley Wood's artwork. I do like his artwork. It's got simple. It's rough, but it's simple, but very effective. Yeah, another 1 in 100 variant. So yeah, I don't think I've got many Ashley Wood covers, so I think that's one of my only ones. But yeah, really nice work. Could have pan out a bit. Hope you don't get motion sickness. Moving on, got a gorgeous cover for Death of Superman 30th Anniversary Special Issue 1. Well, it's only one issue anyway. That is come from Jurgens Ordway, Stern, I'll say, Simpson. I can't remember who else is on that actually. My apologies. The writing is so small. Hazelwood, Guise, and Bogneve. Oh, and Grummet. There you go. Oh, and Breeding. So there you go. Lovely cover there from Francesco Mattina. Much thicker than the actual other slabs. I don't think the comic was. Oh yeah, it's a bit more like an annual type. That's only a 1 in 25 variant. I'm surprised, but that goes for silly money, I believe. Last post I saw, it was going for about 150, 200 pounds. So happy I got that one, but I'm not going to sell it because I love that cover and I love Martina's artwork. Moving on, this ties in with Lazarus Planet. I believe it was set before. It's Batman and Robin Batman versus Robin, issue number 1. I think that was like a 5-issue run, possibly 6, and then it led on to Lazarus Planet, which was a good story. I liked it. This is coming from Mark Waid, Mahmoud Azra, and that is a Francis Manapul foil edition, and I want to say it's a 1 in 150. Don't see many of those. Very nice cover there. Looks like we've got Batman in the background, Alfred standing over someone's grave. I'm not sure whose grave it is. Oh, it's Alfred's grave. Oh, poor Alfred. I don't know if that's like after Bane broke his back or he's just died again at some point. I don't know. It's very hard. I don't know if it's, it's canon or what. You never know these days, do you? So anyway, moving on, still with DC, and I've got a nice cover there for Wildcats, issue number 3. Coming from Matthew Rosenberg on the story, Stephen Segovia on the art, and John Boy Mayers on the cover. Don't think it was a major ratio, nothing rare. Just love that artwork. Really stood out. I think it's only possibly a 1 in 50 variant, but when you like the art and you want to keep it encapsulated, why not? Not a lot more to go. Actually, I'm gonna move these over here. Really thank you for bearing with me. I know this is probably the longest one, but I'm I don't want to do too many of these. Batman issue 1, part of the New 52, I believe. This is a very nice Eastside Comics special edition A. Picked this up from Sad Lemon. It's part of the Kira sort of homage variants. That is a nice red code cover. It is a reprint of Batman 1, 11 of 11, Akira movie poster cover homage. Lovely cover there. I do like that one. I prefer it actually to the Batman, Absolute Batman one. Got Joker there, heading up to his little Joker cycle, carrying a nice bloody mallet. So yeah, really happy I picked that one up. I think I actually picked up 2 of those, one to keep and one slabbed as well. Moving on, got a gorgeous foil cover there for Batman issue 432 from DC Comics. It is the Todd McFarlane sort of silver. I think there's quite a few of these. I think there's like a gold one, a red one, this sort of silver rainbow foil. But yeah, really nice cover there. Picked that up for a steal, something like about £50, I think, on I don't know actually where I got that. A Place in Space maybe, or on one of their auctions, or possibly Sad Lemon Comics, but it's a Fan Expo exclusive variant. Lovely artwork, homage cover I believe. You can't go wrong with McFarlane, can you? So yeah, absolutely smashing cover. Move those out of the way. A few more to go. This is probably going to be the longest video out of the three. I'm not going to turn it into 4. Got a nice cover for Absolute Flash. Just get that in the shops. Coming in at 9.8. It's a Sad Lemon Comics exclusive. We've got Jeff Lemire on the story, Nick Robles on the art, and that is a nice cover there from Otto Schmidt. Don't have many Flash comics. I think Absolute Flash was the first time I've picked up a whole sort of Flash solo run. So yeah, really nice cover there. Took me a while to get that actually, because I think a lot of them came back damaged and they had to resend them off and get them regraded. But I finally picked it up anyway, so I was quite happy with that one. Let's do that one next. Sticking with the Absolute Universe, got a gorgeous cover there for Absolute Martian Manhunter, coming in at a 9.8. Just going to adjust my camera. Please bear with me, my apologies. Again, it's a Sad Lemon Comics edition. This comes from Dennis Camp, Javier Rodriguez, and a nice George Fornes cover. Love that. I love that huge Martian Manhunter head while he's in a suit. I think he's a policeman. I haven't read any of these yet. I can't wait to get stuck in. Heard great things about it. But yeah, really nice there. Well, nice little Sad Lemon comic. They do some amazing variants and ratios and all that lot. So if you haven't checked out Sad Lemon Comics, I urge you to do so. Well worth it. The prices aren't too bad, I think, for Slab Comics. It saves you all that fuss as well, having to find a comic shop, get them sent off, etc., etc. Although I do like doing it. So, sticking with the Absolute Universe, got a gorgeous cover there for Absolute Batman issue 1, out on DC Comics, obviously. Scott Snyder on the story, Nick Dragotta on the art, and a nice Javier Fernandez cover. Again, it is the Akira homage cover. But this time it's a spot foil gold. I don't even know what that says. I can't speak Japanese or read Japanese anyway. But yeah, nice cover there. Can't go wrong. Does exactly what it says on the tin. A lot of these I've shown you before, but hey ho, I am doing my whole CGC run. Got a gorgeous cover there for Absolute Batman issue 1, same creative team, but this time we've got a Philip Tan Detective Comics 27 homage cover there. Gorgeous cover. Picked it up in an auction at a steal of a price. I think about 60 I paid for it, so and it's probably going for quite a bit now. But yeah, lovely cover there. Can't go wrong with that. I don't know if it's... it's from the Comic Mint. And it is Philip Tan and J. David Ramos. So thank you very much, creative team. And thank you very much, you amazing artists. Actually, I'm going to move those out of the way. Carrying on with Absolute Batman, I think it's the last one in my Absolute Batman graded collection, and it is a nice autographed one from Ben Oliver. Absolute Batman issue number 3, again from Snyder, Dragotta, but we've got Ben Oliver on the front cover. It's Eastside Comics edition coming from Sad Lemon Comics, I believe. I picked that up from. Again, won it in an auction. I'm very happy with that one. Batman looking very serious. Look at my big axe. Yeah, it doesn't you sort of get the idea. I don't need to really show you the back. Yeah, happy I've got that. Oh, I forgot to put this with the other Batman. Sorry, that's Superman one, but because it's signed, I'll stick it there. I've got another Death of Superman 30th Anniversary Special, issue number 1, but this time I got a signed copy of, it is Dan Jurgens and Brett Breeding cover. Very old school, you know, Superman dead, Lois Lane hugging him and sobbing away. It's signed by Breeding and Jurgens on the 29th of the 7th, 23. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole spiel, but yeah, love that. I love the sort of the dottiness behind it. Really sort of retro, bit pop artish, I think they call that, from what I can remember. But yeah, lovely cover there. Sort of see it. There you go. Last few to go. Most of these are signed now, I believe. Got a gorgeous cover there for the Seasons out on Image Comics. It's coming from Rick Remender on the story and Paul Esposito on the art. Second arc is out, or coming out very soon. This is obviously a blank sketch cover with some sort of hair in there. I hate when they do that. But yeah, signed by Paul Esposito or Setter. I had to pay a little bit extra for the authentication, but it's worth doing. Yeah, there you go. Back cover blank. So you get what's going on. So it gets so dusty, these bags, but hey ho, keeps them safe. Moving on. I've got a lovely cover for You Do Bad Things. I showed you the other connecting for We're Taking Everyone Down With Us, but unfortunately that came in at a 9.6. But this came in at a lovely 9.8. It is signed by Tyler Boss, and it is the Barrett variant cover, part of the Tour collection. Dylan Barrett, I believe. And also we've got Adriano Tertolucci on this. Love that story. Not as good as We're Taking Everyone Down With Us, but very good sort of spin on the Italian sort of murder mystery comics called Giallos, which I believe means yellow in Italian. Last two. Let's do that one. Just picked this up because I saw it going for quite cheap. It's Green Lantern version V3. I'm assuming V3 of issue 91. DC Comics, 10 of 97, signed by Ron Mars. I think I picked that up for like about £25 on eBay, so that's cheaper than it costs to grade a comic. Ron Mars on the story. Georges Ginty and Daryl Banks on the art. Looks like Dissard. I thought Dissard was actually sort of less human looking than this. I thought he was sort of more monstery, but I don't know. You know, I'm just going by the films. Yeah, nice little cover there. Very retro. Just getting ready to laser off old one of the Green Lantern's hands. Lop it off at the wrist, Dissard. And then the last one in my collection, last one out of the 9.8s in my collection, is the Lucky Devils, issue number 1. This is the sketch cover, signed by Ryan Brown and Charles Soule. And it is story by Charles Soule and Ryan Brown on the art. It's partial blank cover, but it's nicely sketched. Satan is my co-pilot. As you do. Anyway, that was it for all my 9.8s, and I really appreciate you for staying on so long. If you've lost interest, your loss. If you've stayed, like I said, I do appreciate it. And these are my last 2 in my collection. So, coming in at a gorgeous 9.9 is my Something is Killing the Children, issue number 35. It is a Boom Studios Reserve Edition, or exclusive, sorry. It's a nice Virgin variant gold cover. Coming from James Tynion and Wolverdale Edra on the cover art. And it is very lovely, and I'm very happy that that came in at a 9.9. Can't go wrong with that. Does what it says on the tin. We've got Erica Slaughter there, just giving you the sort of the side eye. My apologies for the light. There you go. You can sort of see it a bit better. So there you go. Very happy that came in at 9.8. Sorry, 9.9. And then my last one was my only 10, and that is my World Tree issue number 1, and that is my Zoo or Zoo cover. It is the variant cover E. I think it's only like a 1 in 50 variant, maybe a 1 in 75. But yeah, really like that cover. I haven't got much of Zoo or Zoo's work, so but yes, it's a little bit sexy, a little bit risque with her fishnets. She's not wearing any other clothes. Bit of a dirty hussy is our World Tree. I'm assuming she's the antagonist, but yeah, very happy that that came in a 10 anyway. And that's it for my collection. I really hope you liked what you saw. Like I say, please like, please subscribe, do all that stuff that everyone does on YouTube, or don't. It will not be a Kleenex moment for me. And happy weekend, everyone. Take care for now, and keep comic book collecting.